With that time of year fast approaching that dope-smoking snowboarders love, winter, I wanted to get up into the mountains before the white powder started flowing. And the snow fell. Not wanting to ride the DRZ through Melbourne traffic, as wonderful as you city drivers are, I opted to put Your Royal Highness in the back of the van from Ocean Grove to Montrose, where I have family. The first attempt at putting the bike in the van was a definite 4 out of 10, so I went and had a bowl of Wheaties and came back and had another manly crack. Fold the mirrors down and it's almost like the German engineers at Volkswagen rang Suzuki to confirm the height of the DRZ so it would fit inside. The next morning getting on the bike was moist, and the weather was shit too. Heading out through Lilydale and up towards Warburton, I could feel the weather was threatening something sinister. At the risk of needing to do an impersonation of a bear and shit in the woods in the not too distant future, I stopped for a coffee to help give me anxiety, warm the cockles and check the radar for precipitation. Coffee time. My impressive sixth sense of knowing what the weather is doing was confirmed. This could be a problem. And I still argue that I'm better looking than Jane Bunn. Alright, topped up with fuel. There's not much else past here. Let's see if we can stay ahead of this storm that's coming. Looks pretty nasty. Teased by the rays of fake sun that did 5/5 of fuck all to warm you up, the ride through the famous Reefton Spur was pleasant. No Marc Marquez impersonators were out at this time of day, so I pretty much had the road to myself. What in tarnation's been going on here? Couple of doughies. The boys have been on it. What a fucking messer. Fucking rims. Jesus. Time to let the tyres down a bit. Got about 20 psi in at the moment for the road, I think. We'll let it down to about 15 for the dirt. That'll do. Bob's your uncle. No sign of this storm yet, so still, not a breath of wind, which is awesome. Got no reception, so I can't check the radar, so I wouldn't have a clue where the rain and storm is. We'll just keep pushing on, see if we get wet. Let's go. This is my first time riding Big River Road after hearing so many talk about it. I kind of expected to see a four-wheel drive or two and a bike maybe, but literally didn't see anybody after leaving Warburton. At this stage of the track you could have ridden a unicycle up it, as long as you had knobbies on. blob of death hot on my tail, I was trying to stay ahead of it, and my delusional self believed I could do just that. But it was probably just the caffeine talking.
White clouds up there. Just coming in. Man, we got some thunder. Very black over there. Fuck, it's gonna cop it. It's gonna smash me. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Lightning and thunder. Part of the adventure.
Looking back, I'm not sure what I meant by I wonder if I could make it when my destination was camping somewhere in the bush, so getting a wet ass was inevitable anyway.
We make it before the rain. Thunder and lightning above. Sign, it's hot on my tail. As good as the DRZ400 is, I don't think it can outrun rain, storms and rain.
From this point, Big River Road gets a bit rougher, so the unicycle brigade are best to turn around at this point.
Black up there. Fuck. Ew. so good, staying ahead of it. That's black, it's getting closer and closer.
Remember when I said I hadn't seen anyone since Warburton? Meet Colin. Colin got himself into a bit of a pickle, getting his camper van wedged while trying to cross a steep little creek. He told me he'd been there 2 days.
No one else has come through here?
No.
Jesus.
It's a quiet spot. I thought I'd get away before Easter while it was quiet.
Yeah.
Where'd you come through from?
Warburton.
Okay. So how far is it to Cumberland Junction? How far is it out that way to...
Well, I've been riding for an hour or two.
Yeah,
Still a fair way.
yeah. So probably looks like it's going to start raining or something.
Yeah, there's a massive storm coming.
Yeah, I'll stay here tonight and then walk out tomorrow. Have you got phone reception or anything?
No, no phone reception, but
After I left Colin, I rode for about another 10 kilometres until I came across a crew with an excavator working on a drain. They said they were working down near him later in the afternoon and that they would come down there and push him out.
well, the rain finally got me absolutely piss wet. Nearly at Horseshoe Bend camp, but it's going to go up Mount Terrible this afternoon, but I don't think I'll attempt it in this weather. It's a little bit wet. It's slippery, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm bloody soaked. Oh well, we'll get to the camp and then make a decision.
The rain got heavier and the temperature was dropping faster than a bride's knickers on a wedding night.
Amazing views down the valley though. Fucking look, sure you going, you dickhead. Fuck, look at it down there. I was gonna say it'd probably look better if it was clearer, but it's kind of cool with all the mist.
I'd planned to camp the night somewhere along the river, then ride up Mount Terrible. But with so much rain I figured it was a bit sketchy, especially loaded up with gear. So I headed to Jamieson General Store for one of their amazing meat pies. The store owner convinced me that it was a piece of piss riding up there, and I should camp at the hut up on the summit. The weather had cleared a bit by then, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Worst case, I end up like old mate Colin, stuck out there to die. A lot like the bloke from the movie Into the Wild.
Alright, Mount Terrible track. Let's do this.
I think it's time to join the cool kids that say this on every motorbike YouTube video ever. The GoPro doesn't show how steep it is. The track would go up and up, then level off, then drop again for a while. A lot like your bank account when you're into motorcycles. One thing is for sure, the views are not shit.
That's not shit. Alright. Do this.
There were plenty of steeper sections that forked off the main track, then were joined back onto it. Maybe I'll give them a crack next time. the top I took a wrong turn. I blame the altitude, not my shit sense of direction. Reaching the summit was like conquering Everest. Well, not quite, but you get the gist. I'm not sure Everest has a fire watchtower / phone tower on the peak either, but I could be wrong. Definitely got a hut and picnic tables up there though, just like Mount Terrible.
Ew. Made it. Piece of piss.
This hut was rebuilt in 2016. After the original one was burnt down when some bellend let a rog roll out of the fireplace, sending the whole thing up in flames. I'm still surprised there is no graffiti in there though, like Jonathan is a Gaylord or Fuck Dan Andrews like you see in other huts, created by absolute rocket surgeons. My girlfriend asked if I was cooking ugly dicks for dinner, but I reckon this says more about her than the quality of my sausages. I slept the night inside the hut as no one was around. I tried my best to stop my imagination turning to Wolf Creek. I heard plenty of animals scratching around outside, but I figured I was still better off than Colin. Wonder if he got out. Riding down the next day was pretty much the reverse of going up. In fact, it was exactly like the opposite of going up. Funny that. Back to the Jamo store for a coffee and to work out where I was heading next. I guess at this point I meant to say please like and subscribe. So, please like and subscribe. Or don't. I don't really give a shit, to be honest.